She asked me what that meant, and I explained that I am from Dalit community. As soon as she learned about my caste, her behavior changed. She told me that in her home, she worships God every day and offers water, and because of my caste, I would not be allowed to do that. She said that God would not accept the water if you touch it. Then she told me, sorry, there is no job for you. She also said that I am from an untouchable caste, which is not acceptance in this moment.
Shame.
So that we are here together to pass our bill. At the moment, I lost job opportunity because of my caste. This is not only one story from Dalit community. There are many hands are waiting to get solution. I felt hurt, ashamed, and deeply disappointed. I could understand if something like this happened in Nepal, where caste discrimination is common. But I am now living in the United States. I never imagined that I would face this kind of discrimination here. New York right now has no protection for discrimination against caste. I am here today to support the Anti-Caste Discrimination Bill S6531 A6920. I hope this bill will protect people like me and many others from the Dalit community, from Nepal and other South Asia countries, so that no one else has to go through what I experienced. Thank you so much, and thank you for your solidarity.
Thank you so much. My name is Anuraag. I'm a Hindu, a person of color, a trans person, and a yoga teacher. I say all of that because every one of these identities has taught me the same lesson. Systems of hierarchy are built to make some people feel that they were born less than others. And every one of those identities has given me a reason to be standing here today, to demand that we pass legislation that ends caste-based discrimination. I grew up in India. I never experienced what Dalits and Bahujans experience, but I witnessed it. In matrimonial columns where caste was listed like a credential, in college classrooms where students dismissed reservations as unfair, as if the floor had ever been leveled. In who has to pick up the trash and who gets to own the building, in who's turned away from a temple and who gets to show their devotion to their deities, in whose surname gets a callback and whose resume gets filed in the trash. Caste decides who eats and who serves, who enters and who waits outside. And then those same people with caste privilege immigrate here, make it to the Ivy League and the corner office, and when you ask them about caste, they say, it's not really a thing anymore. And that's the same thing that white supremacists say about racism. Banning caste discrimination will ensure that fundamental civil rights protections are extended to every member of our community, including many caste-oppressed Hindus. Contrary to bad faith claims that bills banning caste discrimination are Hindu-phobic, research from the Carnegie Endowment for International Peace found that 79% of Hindus support laws to ban caste discrimination in the United States. The most fundamental teaching of Hinduism is that every human being is inherently divine. Caste discrimination is not Hinduism. It is a betrayal of it. The bill does not target our faith, it protects our people. So I urge our elected officials to do the right thing for the people of the greatest city in the world, of this state, by passing the bill and setting an example not only for this country, but for the entirety of South Asia. Thank you. Jai Bhim.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. My name is Gurveer Singh Sidhu. I'm the State Policy Manager at the Sikh Coalition. And I want to offer a Sikh perspective on why we support Assembly Bill 6920 and Senate Bill 6531. Sikh teachings are clear on the question of caste. The Gurus rejected hierarchy based on birth and established dignity for all people. Tomorrow is Vaisakhi, which marks the establishment of the Khalsa, a day that affirms the equal dignity of all people, a community founded on equality, founded with the idea of the rejection of caste. And that principle is meant to be lived, to guide how we respond when discrimination occurs around us. The principle matters because caste-based discrimination has not disappeared. It continues to affect people's lives, their access to opportunity, in workplaces, in housing, in everyday interactions right here in New York. And when that harm occurs, the law should be able to recognize it for what it is. Right now, there is a gap. Caste isn't explicitly named in New York's human rights law, and that means cases can fall through the cracks. When discrimination is clearly named, it ensures that everyone can access the protections they deserve under the law. This legislation addresses that gap in a careful and straightforward way. Instead of focusing on having individuals identify their caste or disclose their background, it focuses on conduct, ensuring that discrimination based on caste is treated the same way the law already looks at race, gender, and religion discrimination. From a Sikh perspective, supporting this bill is consistent with our values and with our responsibility to see those values reflected in practice. This effort has been led by Dalit advocates and community members. And we, as Sikhs and as an organization, are here to stand in solidarity, grounded in those principles. New York has a long tradition of strengthening civil rights laws when there's a clear gap that's been identified. And this is one of those moments. We urge lawmakers to support this legislation. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.